As you complete all of the basic information, let's speak briefly about employment agency. Sagebrite is a free service to unemployed or underemployed job seekers. To ensure community integrity and security, people will sign up from an established provincially funded employment center. Career objective is the 3 paths or interventions provided to job seekers. Naturally, employment agencies will focus on job seeking first. However, Sages may choose one or all 3 and prioritize their preferences. Sages can choose whether they want their profile published to female sages, males sages, or both. You will see, Sagebrite is only interested in members' year of birth only. This information will not be published. This information is used to study trends and where we need to make improvements. Sagebrite has a survey to help people self-identify how they like to solve problems. This is a non-psychometric tool and the results are strictly a guide. We use this an empathy-building exercise between 2 people. A key to successful networking. The survey self-identifies how you prefer to solve problems in a group setting. As sages form career alliances, it may be useful to connect and meet with people that are different from you. It also provides insights on the type of work people prefer. However, sages have a choice as to whether they want to share their problem-solving preferences to other members. We will provide more in-depth videos on his subject matter to Sagebrite members so people can make an informed choice. Attaching photos to profiles seems to be commonplace these days thanks to social media. We encourage, of course, photos for professional use only. The registration is now complete. As you can see, our Sagebrite member Claire has been signed on for weeks now. Her networking center dashboard is chock full of opportunities to connect and meet with fellow sages. Claire has 2 new invitations. Can choose to explore that, or Claire has 13 potential sages to connect and meet within close proximity to her home. Geographic location may be important. Some job seekers may have limited financial means to travel all over town. Claire can also review an inventory of sages she has reached out to and met on past occasions. Sagebrite keeps on top of the latest trends in how to improve your networking, provide insights on career development, or read articles and bulletins from the Sagebrite staff to make the most of your experience. Claire can also connect and meet with other sages based on their problem-solving preferences. Claire can explore people that have similar preferences or venture towards sages that can provide a different perspective on career opportunities. As you can see here, Claire has 13 sages where she shares similar problem-solving preferences, or she could connect and meet with a sage who shares her secondary problem-solving preferences. Claire can also invite people to join the Sagebrite peer community. Naturally, the same rules apply to all. New sages will have to have some connection with a provincially sponsored employment agency. Claire can also notify the Sagebrite peer community staff of any members that are not acting appropriately. Claire can simply go exploring the Sagebrite peer community with our Express Browse tool. Some members are more visual and may choose to navigate based on thumbnail images as a starting point. For now, Claire starts by choosing a thumbnail image of a potential fellow sage that's in the area. This takes Claire to the second tab down on the dashboard, the Profile Browse. It is here where Claire can browse through preset categories. Whether that is current invites from sages that week, sages in Claire's area, or sages with various different problem-solving preferences. Claire is currently looking at a sage whose photo is front and center. Claire can also see what postal code area the invitee lives to know how close the two can meet up. Claire can review sage profiles chock full of details to decide whether to connect and meet. Career objective. Dream job. Problem-solving style for compatibility. A personal message from the sage. Invitation date. A chronology if the process was underway. Claire has highlighted options to action this profile. As you can see, there are other options available depending on the status of this sage. Claire can accept to connect and meet this sage or flip through other profiles. For now, Claire will accept Ali's invite and move forward in the process. Sagebrite will set up and schedule the meeting for Claire and Ali. After a number of emails back and forth, Claire will be directed to various videos in the network guide to prepare for the meeting and will follow up after the meeting has taken place. Sagebrite is a real-time network training and career development community. Dozens of videos will be available on various topics. Sages will be invited at various junctures to prepare them to make the most of their meetup opportunities. Sagebrite members will be able to make changes to their profile or preferences at any time from the Network Center dashboard. Sagebrite members will have access to more about problem-solving preferences. Take the survey again, share their profile results, invite someone to the Sage community or learn more about problem-solving preferences. There's much more to be illustrated in this interactive demonstration of the Sagebrite peer community. Getting into specific details about Sagebrite's real-time features as Sages grow their community, and this not-so-interesting administration layer to monitor the community prudently.